Why do you like being gay?
I hate it. I'm just kidding.
Really?
No, I mean, I like being gay. I just like the lifestyle that I live, kid free, two income, get to do whatever. It's a good time.
What would you say to religious people who think that being gay is a sin?
I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but I'm still gonna exist. And if that's what you believe, as long as you're not affecting me, I do not care.
Jackson, are you gay?
Yes.
What do you think is the most toxic thing about gay community?
Since the community's so connected, like names get thrown around like it's nothing and it could like ruin people's reputations, and how they're all connected like kind of romantically in a sense sometimes, because like the gay community is friends and relationships. So if a relationship goes south, someone could bash an entire friend group and like ruin that. And I feel like it's so much more common in the gay community.
So, Rina, I know you have a lot of fans on your website for friends. How much money you make per month?
Like 120K.
120K per month.
Yeah.
And how long you've been doing it?
For like 4 years, I think. It wasn't always like that. I'm making a lot more now. But yeah, like I've been averaging 1.5 million a year.
Would you rather bottom or have a dinner?
Like, would you rather sex or food?
It's a hard decision. Why can't I have both?
Because very often when you like have sex, you cannot have both. You know, you have to like schedule a little bit.
I guess I'd say sex then. I'd rather have sex.
So you'd rather skip.
A meal or two, right?
Yeah, I mean, bottoms are used to that, so the twinks, they don't eat.
Hector, are you gay?
I am.
Do you think we have more tops or bottoms?
Oh, I think there's more bottoms
Why do you think there's more bottoms?
because I'm a bottom, and every time I try to find a top, it's too hard.
This is the process of finding a top. Can you give people advice? Because it's hard nowadays. It's like shortage of tops.
Well, I mean, I hope someone could give me advice because, like, I can't find a top, so I don't know. I need some help on that. I'm really struggling. I'm down bad.
What it's like to go through conversion therapy when they're trying to turn you straight if you're gay?
It feels like being in a cult, and you just realize you're in a cult once you leave it. It doesn't help at all. It's just a waste of time. It's a lot of trauma dumped into your head, and it doesn't work.
Can you describe the conditions?
Like a farm and stuff, and where a lot of people gather, like in a camping scenario. There were more than 100 people. I could tell that at least half of them were gay.
How many people lived with you in the same room during conversion therapy?
In my room, they had 4, but in the building, in that floor, there were a good 20 people, 20 guys in there.
Chris, are you gay?
I am.
What was your craziest gay story?
I was watching Survivor, and honestly, I didn't think this man was gay at all, but he came out as gay. I ended up sliding into his DMs. Kind of just always thought he was hot. We went on a few dates, and eventually we kind of started dating, and he's a lot older than me. A lot of people have kind of been throwing shade at me, saying I'm weird, and they just think I have daddy issues. They don't understand how we could ever be together. They think one of us is hotter than the other one. As long as you're both adults, you make each other happy, having conversations, becoming closer. We have so many things that we relate about. I just think it's really not that deep.
So if I'm gay, how to react to church people who tell me that I'm gonna die in hell?
Don't get into back and forth with them because they're small-minded. And it's more than small-minded, it's almost like a poison. You ask them, what was the point of Jesus Christ to die on the cross? He died to forgive all sinners from that point forever, right? Old Testament, nobody could live up to that. You speak one little lie, you say sky blue, psh, you're dead. Jesus Christ come, he died so that because we human beings, we cannot help ourselves, no matter what it is, small or big, we're gonna lie, we're gonna cheat, we're gonna do whatever. We're gonna sin. They just can't look past their own saw in their eye. It's in the Bible. How can you judge them when you have the rod in your own eye?
Why you were sent to conversion therapy?
I went on my own free will. I was actually brainwashed into doing this because I believe that I had to be fixed or healed.
What's the biggest misconception about conversion therapy?
We think that just because they're not harming you physically, that they're not doing a really great harm on your psyche. They're really harming you emotionally when they brainwash you into believe that you can be fixed, or that you have to be fixed, or that you have to change your sexuality. And that's something that you're gonna have to deal with for the rest of your life, and maybe spend a few years in therapy trying to heal that.
You created Grindr. Do you think you did more help or you damaged gay community?
I think both. I think there's a lot of good that came out of it. There's some bad things that came out of it. At the end of the day, it's just a connection to the gay community. It's just a tool. People use it how they want.
Reno, what's your body count?
I would maybe like 1,000? I don't know.
Only 1,000.
Yeah. Did you say only?
Over how many years?
Since I was 18 and now I'm 27, so 9 years.
When did you know that you were gay? How old you were?
Probably like 4th grade. That's when I first watched my, I guess, gay sexual video.
Find it on the internet. How did it happen? Why did you look for it?
I didn't find it. I didn't even know about. I was watching this one movie, and it starred Jason Bateman. It's called The Change Up. It was like out to like this one like video, and I was like, oh my god, why is he so fine? And after that, I probably just knew.
Are you gay?
I am.
Do you think size matters?
No.
Not unless it's like incredibly small.
I mean, size does matter, but I mean, it also depends on how you use it.
Do you think size matters?
Obviously.
Jay, do you think size matters?
No, not at all.
Doesn't matter for you.
Not at all.
I mean, honestly, I think anything 6.5 for me, because I'm small, anything above that kind of hurts.
Do you think size matters?
Oh, definitely.
Do you think size matters?
Yes.
I guess, but I mean, I don't have to worry about it.
What it's like to be gay in Jamaica?
They have songs like Bam Bye Bye and Batty Boy says. They have songs calling gay people. A Batty Boy is gay people, so Boom Bye Bye. So it's like, I'm gonna shoot this gay man's head. And you see how my hands are. That's what I dealt with my life. So that's what's going on.
So they're not acceptable.
I think I've learned they've been more accepting. I've been in Jamaica 10 years, but I've learned they've been a lot more accepting recently. But that's just what I've dealt with.
As the founder of Grindr, how did you meet your husband? Did you meet him through Grindr?
No, we didn't meet on Grindr. We met the old-fashioned way at a club in Brooklyn, got his number, then we went out for drinks. I then asked him for dinner. He asked if it was a date. I said, I don't know if we want to call it a date. I hate the word date, but he asked, is it a date or not? And I said, yeah, it is a date. And I love that he was so bold, called it a date, and we had a great date. We've kind of been together ever since.
Heartstoppers or Love Simon?
Love Simon.
Why Love Simon?
It's more nostalgic for me, and actually is a big reason of why it came out in the first place. Because I saw that movie and I was in high school and I was like, I could have this. I mean, it never happened in real life, but I was in my head, I was like, I could have this. Yeah, that's why. Just nostalgic.
He's a 10, but he farts nonstop.
I mean, that's honestly me, so I can kind of deal with it. I'll just say 7.
He's a 10, but he wants to sleep with the both of you at the same time.
Zero. Lie.
He's a 10, but he's a bottom.
Ooh, he's a 3. It's not gonna work.
He's a 10, but he picks his nose.
Oh God, 5. Yeah, 5.
You don't pick your nose?
I mean, everyone does, but it depends in what context.
He's a 10, but he's a pastor.
6.
Rabbi, are you gay?
It depends.
Wait, what do you mean depends?
Are you asking?
I mean, I'm curious if you're gay.
Oh, for you, yes, absolutely.
What are your thoughts on twinks?
Oh boy, that's a long. I don't think you have enough battery life in that camera to go on about the thoughts of twins. I mean, that's a lot of things you can talk about. They can be generally you'll have a story at the end of the interaction. That's for sure. There'll be a moment of your life that will.
A lot
go
of people
on.
consider them problematic.
Well, that's because generally that's how they behave is problematic. I think the spontaneity and the chaos is what you're attracted to. It's just the chaos of twins. It's always something with a twin.
But do you like them?
Sure, I like it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you've been in Wilton Manor as you hang out, you'll see a few, and they'll make it fun for sure. They'll always be entertaining, and they'll always be enjoyable.
What's your name?
Josh?
Josh, are you gay?
Yes.
What do you do for work?
I am a content creator for OnlyFans.
How much money you made the most per month?
The most money I've ever made, I would say, is about 60,000, which was last year. And on average, I would make about 30,000 per month.
And how old are you?
I'm 24.
How long have you been doing this?
About 2.5 years.
James, are you gay?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on DL guys?
I like DL guys.
Why DL guys? Do you feel like they're better or something?
I feel like you're going to get more masculine energy out of a DL guy.
Have you ever hooked up with a DL guy who had a wife and family?
No comment.
Josh, what's your craziest gay experience?
I went to a hookup one time with a guy, and he brought me into his steam room in the basement. And I was feeling uncomfortable, so he locked the door. Then I started to panic, and I ran out of there, and he ran out of the house screaming.
How did you run out if he locked the door?
It was like locked from the inside. He said, we're going to turn the lights off and lock the door, and then we're going to do stuff. I kind of panicked and unlocked it and ran up the stairs and outside, and he came and followed screaming.
How did you feel after it?
Terrified. I waited another 2 months to hook up again.
What's the worst experience you had during conversion therapy?
This pastor told me that he had a vision of me being raped, and that's why I turned out to be gay. So pretty much he's saying, oh, you're gay because you were traumatized as a kid, and to play about rape this way is not good. It's not good at all.
What are your thoughts on twinks?
Baby, I am a twink, so...
We used to be twinks, and now we're not. Join the club.
Yeah. Mwah.
So wait, he thinks he's twink. He says
He is not a twink. He's a twunk. We're both twunks.
So you think it's like level up?
It's a level up. Get in the gym.
What's the hardest part about dating someone who is over 20 years older than you?
I guess being in different generations is a little bit different because sometimes he'll reference something and I'm not exactly sure what it was, but we definitely find things that we both like. We find music we both like, new TV shows, really fun to watch together. But it also comes with, I get to learn a lot about older stuff and he gets to know about stuff more from my generation because I teach him. It's like we both teach each other.
Are you straight?
Hell yeah.
For $5, can you tell me 3 things that you love about gay people?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't into all that at all. I don't condone that. I don't condone in that shit.
What are your thoughts on open relationships and gay culture?
Everything's fine if you're in agreement and trust, you're happy.
Would you say you do it while your partner is gone out of town, or how do you navigate them?
Oh, the zip code rule, if you're in a different zip code, yeah. The challenge I think would be is you navigate it through just being honest. Most people are afraid to discuss it, and obviously if you feel that there's something you need to discuss, not discussing it is worse, but most people don't want to bring it up. Most people don't want to talk about it, but obviously your thoughts are leading you to that moment. And I think most people don't talk about it, therefore that's why they end up in a bad situation.